Hello, beautiful ones. I'm Paula Good Advocate. I'm an advocate for mental health. How you all doing today? The Lord helped me to, He got me in beast mode that I'm going to be uh, doing the videos on how to, whatever it needs to be done. This is things that I've already experienced or seen people experience on one-on-one, personal basis. I want to first deal with how to deal with bipolar 2. You know, bipolar 2, dealing with mental health, mental illness, and it's a curse inherited in the family, in people's families. And the black community, just we have to talk more about it, research, and get more knowledge of it, and stop sweeping it up under the rug. Okay? It's not about, oh, she just whatever. Oh, they just crazy Mary or silly Sue. It's a reason why they are going through this. Well, first of all, sad to say it's a curse that is inherited through the bloodline. We want to refute all of this and send it back to the sender, send it back to the pits of hell. But since we're born into sin, this is how it goes. How to deal with bipolar 2. As we say, and you can Google this, do your own research. Bipolar 2 is dealing with a deep depression and is suicidal. Some people take medicine for it. They have to have medicine to control the unbalanced chemicals of it. And some people is like, well, I don't want to take medicine, and that's okay. But first of all, everybody, I can understand. Everybody may don't have a relationship with God, but that's first. We pray and thank Him in advance that we'll heal from bipolar 2. When you start feeling a deep depression, it comes from stress, you worrying, you bills, you can't meet the bills, it's this, it's that, your marriage, your relationship, your children, your job, it's just situation that you just get stressed on. Then you go binge eating, or you get to smoking and drinking and trying to cover that feeling. That deep depression is a deep, deep, deep feeling. And the suicidal spirit that goes along with it, that makes it bipolar 2, because bipolar 1 is just depression. That's when you're back up against the wall and, or whatever. It's all bad. But when it's number 2, it's bipolar 2, dealing with the suicidal. It becomes suicidal when you just let something take control of you. You take control and you get all out of order, and it's demonic. And I always feel like that's the enemy just trying to take you out. You're losing control. So how do you deal with this? Well, first of all, if it's out of control, you need to next get help. I mean professional help. That means if you have to go down to the hospital, you have to make a phone call, you got to let somebody know something. Because you about to take yourself out. We don't know if you're going to grab a knife, overdose, or whatever. You got to get help because you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You really, you're just out of control. But if you all notice a loved one, a friend going through this, yes, you call 911 right away and get help so they can go to the hospital and get treated. Calm them down. Calm them down. I know this is what I've experienced and seen. If you have a relationship with God, and I pray that you do, He will guide you to do what needs to be done. I know one time I was so in love with someone, and I was in my 20s, and you know we young, and then we can still be old and foolish too. I was going to take an overdose because I loved him so much, and he didn't feel that way for me. And right before I was getting ready to take those pills, I heard the Lord whisper, talk to your mom. And at the time, my mom was living with me. And that's what I did. And I went. I had one child. That was my oldest child, who's 34 now. I went. I said, Mom, I can't do this no more. I'm in love with someone that was with someone married. And he made it sound like, he told me he was married, but he made it sound like, they was breaking up. Right to this day, over 20 or whatever, 25 years later, guess they're still together. I told her I wanted to end it all. She said, what about your son? Who's going to take care of him? And that would have been unfair to her. And if you commit suicide, that means the devil have your soul. And you don't want that. I didn't want that. So I prayed and God gave me strength. And I pray that He gives that person strength. My 20-year-old went through it twice. First time I didn't know because she lived with her father. Second time I found out it was time. I guess they said it was time for me to know. So that's when I met up with her father, my ex-husband. We went there. And that's when I told her. They didn't have no idea that mental illness ran in both sides of my family. But you could still move forward. Because my family, I was born into an entrepreneurship family. And they were still successful. And I mean successful is the business was great, but they served the community as well. You all have a wonderful day. And I pray this will help you.